Hi, we're known as Beets Me, and our topic is air and noise pollution. So, air pollution, the main problem, who and what it affects. Air pollution is not only a localized urban problem, such as this cloud of dirty air known as Asian brown cloud. This is the size of US and covers from India to China. This is a result of fossil fuel industries, motor vehicles, and homes. Unfortunately, there will be many premature deaths in the future if governments fail to act on our air pollution. Even if we have invented our everyday motor into a more eco-friendly ride, there is a consequence. This spews out more particulate matter and nitrogen dioxide than petrol-driven cars, which increases breathing difficulties in vulnerable people.
We live in the atmosphere, which is divided into different layers and are each characterized by temperature. The atmospheric layer closest to Earth's surface is the troposphere, which contains the air we breathe. This includes 99% of the world's nitrogen and oxygen. The stratosphere is the second layer, which is our global sunscreen. A portion of this layer is called the ozone layer. It keeps 95% of the sun's UV radiation from reaching Earth's surface. This helps life exist by protecting us from harmful UV rays, leading to sunburn and skin cancer. The other layers, the mesosphere and thermosphere, have their own unique conditions regarding both pressure and temperature. Air pollution began when modern man discovered fire and used it to burn wood to help cook and keep warm. During the Middle Ages, wood smoked densely packed urban areas. Then the Industrial Revolution began, and coal was burned constantly for energy. This resulted in increases of asthma and allergies. In the 1900s, smog, a combo of smoke and fog, killed people in London. Today we have millions of cars and thousands of factories that contribute to the pollutants we emit every day.
In developing countries, the indoor burning of wood exposes workers, including children, to dangerous levels of particulate air pollution. This is a glaring example of the relationship between poverty, environmental quality, and human health. It is also a problem in developed nations as it usually poses a much greater threat to human health than does outdoor air pollution. Common households cause so much indoor air pollution, such as hot showers, dryers, and even using the stove. All these uses in the house creates a higher probability for cancer cells, especially for young children and the elderly. Now let's take a look at outdoor air pollution. One of the major air pollutants are carbon monoxide, which is highly toxic, colorless, and odorless. Major sources are motor vehicles, burning of forests and grasslands, tobacco smoke and open fires, and inefficient stoves used for cooking. Another gas is carbon dioxide, which is also colorless and odorless. About 93% of CO2 in the atmosphere is a result of the natural carbon cycle, and the rest are from human activities. Nitrogen oxide produces NO in the atmosphere by being struck by lightning while being with bacteria in soil and water. Finally, sulfur dioxide, a colorless but irritating odor. About 1/3 of the atmosphere comes from the natural sulfur cycle. 2/3 of it also comes from human sources such as coal, industrial plants, and oil refining. As you can see, there are various ways in which our daily activities causes major effects to our fresh air.
Acid deposition is a general name for a number of phenomena, namely acid rain, acid fog, and acid mist. This means it can imply both wet and dry precipitation. Acid deposition is a rather well-known environmental problem. For example, acid fog killed several dozen people in London in 1952. The acidic materials come from sulfur dioxide, ammonia, nitrogen oxides, and acidic particles emitted into the atmosphere by burning of fossil fuels in power plants and cars. The effect of acid rain on the environment depends greatly on the ability of soils to neutralize acid. Limestone and other rocks and soils containing calcium carbonate are most effective. These steps, as well as many others, are things we all can do to help reduce air pollution. We can conserve energy, remember to turn off lights, computers, and electric appliances when not in use energy-efficient light bulbs and appliances, participate in your local utilities' energy conservation programs, limit driving by carpooling using public transportation, biking, and walking, combine errands for fewer trips, keep your automobile well-tuned and maintained.
So now that we're done with air pollution, what is noise pollution? Noise pollution is just any unwanted, disturbing, or harmful sound that affect human health. 1 out of every 8 children and teens in the US has hearing loss, mostly from listening to music at loud levels. Noise levels are measured in decibel A, and at 180 decibel A, the sound can kill. So in the article Noise Pollution, Why We Should Embrace It, there's no doubt America is noisy, but researchers have suggested that we should embrace it. Normal human ear can detect sounds that range between 0 decibel and about 140 decibel. Noise pollution isn't just affecting humans but also wildlife. While some animals are driven underground by traffic noise and others are disturbed by electromagnetic noise interference from electronics, for example, our phone or computer. Noise pollution can go below the surface, affecting marine animals. For example, sea hares die off and cease embryonic development when exposed to boat noise. Humans have become oblivious to the sound of Mother Nature because they plug their ears with iPhone, iPad, and any other electronic devices that cause disturbance. The peace sound of Mother Nature can benefit human health and is much more pleasant than traffic noise.